Everybody, for fans and developers, welcome to the weekly AMA session of Friday, January 27th. As always, January is almost over. Centralized scandals continue, and we're here to discuss them all with CEO Alex Shedogubov and me, Eugene, MC. So, Alex, welcome to the AMA. As traditional, let's start with the news of the week.
Let's do that.
Let's say the news of the month. What goals team has successfully accomplished in January? Are you satisfied? What may we share in the end of the January and the end of the week? Let's summarize them all.
So I should say that the main accomplishments, except the development of the product, protocol and products, is that we summarized all our plans for upcoming year, focused on the products which we going to make main efforts and to deliver this. And 2023 will be focused B2C year. So here we release ticketing services, exchange service, and some other stuff. Also, we not forgetting about our start that we did last year about B2B integrations, and now I hope that the market will remain for some period, not so bad as it was, and we can at last release the product that we have built with our partners last year. So they were waiting for better market conditions, and you'll see many releases this year and more and more exposure from Envelop. So that's what we decided through January, except their strict development plan as well.
Well, if somebody of you doesn't still understand what Envelop has been doing for 2 years, we've started this year with the podcast episode with Alex Shedogubov, the founder and CEO, and entitled at Solving the NFT Utility Problem. So we've covered the problems of NFT utility, which started to evolve in the end of 2020 when the first NFT had been announced. And of this stupid meme of selling JPEGs was born. We are firm believers that it is misguiding. It has misguided the community. NFT is not about selling JPEGs. NFT is about utility. And this podcast episode is still dedicated to NFT utility problems, solving NFT utility problem. Envelop has been quite in avant-garde, I would say. It predicted very soon by with the help of our advisor Scope, that the problems of NFT utility would have arisen, and it now in 2023 the community started almost popularize this meme, and Envelop has been ready in 2 previous years. It has developed a solution yet, and this all means that Envelop has been absolutely in time. He decided to make a solution when just a problem had been arising. So Envelop is absolutely in time now, and this means that this year, 2023, may become absolutely successful for Envelop. So if you don't understand or what is NFT utility problem, if you don't understand what Envelop has been doing, you just listen to this episode. Easy to find it on our YouTube channel or on our Twitter, and to listen to the core value proposition. If you are the member of the DAO Emvelop, it's quite interesting because Envelop has published the DAO Envelop's open letter to the community, which consists of the thoughts of team about the current situation. It is dedicated, if I'm not mistaken, to the problem of suspending of trading on centralized exchanges. Yes. So Alex, please give us a wide commentary on this letter. What is letter?
Yes. So here we explained mainly why we did the way we decided about focusing on decentralized exchanges, DAO mechanics, because the fall of many centralized showed that it's not a safe way to expose tokens. And of course, we noticed even before that there were some manipulations on centralized exchanges with the price, and the volumes were much different from DEXs So we see the solution absolutely right, and also describe some ideas answering the concerns about the token and what we're gonna do to increase its utility and demand. And that's it. And of course, it's for community members and all the holders of NFT token, and for any other projects who may think and that we may be impulsive, but it's all about the plan and wait and discuss decisions. So it's all in detail.
Well, easy to find this letter on our Medium, so be subscribed. And from my point of view, the issue, the problem of liquidity, if it exists, cannot be addressed to the project with which has created this token. It's problem of in the market of the holders, of the owners of the token. It is very easy to address the problem. Please provide liquidity for your token X, you founders of the project X. But this is a wrong way. This is the wrong way, and this shows that such a guy who addresses such a question to the project, he's not interested in the utility of the token. He's not interested in the project. He wants to make easy money on fiat price fluctuations. So we hate such questions. So please, if you are not involved in the valuable solution which Envelop has been doing, so please consider to stay with Envelop or not to stay anymore. NFT tokens are made for utility, for functional protocol, not for easy way for some, let's say, investors to earn easy, quick money. Well, let's go further. Envelop has announced another partnership with LiquidNFT. LiquidNFT, please pronounce this correctly. So, Alex, what is all about? Who are these guys from LiquidNFT, and will we see them soon on the AMA session, which I personally absolutely love?
Yeah, I think we'll do the AMA, of course, with them. So it's one of our strategy to develop our partnerships among this year, and these guys also are from Animoca Brands family. So here, as I mentioned previously on podcast, Animoca making good efforts to make their portfolio projects collaborate, generate benefits for each other. And so here's one of our first steps in this direction. So thanks to the guys from LiquidNFT and Animoca for their efforts, and surely we'll deliver the good tools and approaches with them as well. And you see many more upcoming this year. I'm in partnerships, of course.
Well, we always are very glad to every partnership and welcome. Thanks Animoca Brands. And Envelop is also the member of Animoca Brands family. And thank you, LiquidNFT, and welcome to our AMA session. It will be great to see you face by face and to discuss your vision of the current stage of Web3 and your solution. Well, so another great news, which is being widely discussed on this week, is another scandal with centralized entity named GenesisGlobal. It filed for bankruptcy, and if I realized well, it is a sort of bank in crypto, or which borrowed money from its partners and lended them in crypto, of course. So, Alex, please pay attention that the firm took a financial hit following the collapses of the crypto hedge fund Free Arrows Capital and the FTX exchange last year. So all this chain of centralized entities is tied together. All of them, if one collapses, then another will be collapsing inevitable, because all of them are tied, because the philosophy is broken here. So, Alex, should we make some statements, commentary, claims regarding this news from our side? What this case does teach us again and again and again in Web3?
As usually, they say that not your keys, no, not your assets. So here we get the same, and definitely such companies play on people's scares and habits, where for them it's simpler to give you their assets to some company which they believe, they think these guys are more clever, they will store it more attentively. Here we see that one falls after another. So as we say, you got to wrap your hand around and think about Genesis, FTX, 3 Euros Capital, and thanks to them, we can say as well that this will inevitably deliver the rise of programmable digital assets, portfolios, and other things we can name it when users and owners will decide how they are ready to share their liquidity, their assets. So there will be no need of trust because all will be controlled by the code, and no some greedy or crazy people like they did in these companies will affect the assets. So,
Well,
and I think one of the worst thing here is everybody will forget about it. Half a year or a year will pass, and especially when the market become more green, people will do the same again and again, and new scams will happen. So, but on our side, we'll deliver and tell on our channel that better you think about other way, more safe way, even especially for you and your assets.
Yeah, that's a pity that the memory of people is very short, and they trade off service, or they trade off the safety of the assets to the service. That's why big centralized entities exist, and as far they will have existed, as far we will have unavoidable such scandals in the future. That's reality of our, so please do not make this mistake, and we will not be tired to remind you again and again. And you might have noticed that we've called our MA session, we've suddenly found that amazing English idiom to wrap your hands around something. We've decided it's a great slogan for Envelop has been doing so. If you want to wrap your head around NFT, smart NFT, or NFT 2.0. So this YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, the first channel, what is dedicated to the topic of wrapped NFT, smart NFT. So please be subscribed. We deliver you unique content on a weekly basis. That is our duty for you. It is needless to remind that you may find, if you haven't read it, the digest covering NFT news in December. So in the end, very soon we will have published digest in January. So stay tuned in our medium. And this is our content manager, Tasia. She's in Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. So please, she makes shorts and reels for Instagram and YouTube. So thank you very much, Tasia, for your participation. And it is always, it is adding trust to the project, or when we show by the faces of our team members. So please.
And especially on my point of view, is nice that we can see more women face in crypto, and it's really important that girls are talking about not just hype things, but technological and deliver it more trustful for other women who thinking about the crypto, thinking about that it could be difficult, but not. So Tasia will explain everything very attentively and straightforward.
This is amazing. If you love what Tasia is doing, so please give her a like on our YouTube channel and be subscribed also. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And please be the member of Envelop Telegram chat, subscribe on our Twitter, YouTube channel, and stay tuned for next great content and we're free news. And for yourselves. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye guys.